Welcome to Post Sports Antelope Baseball, a Post Sports radio presentation live and free on Facebook and YouTube. This broadcast is made possible by Judge Lee and Marcia Norman, supporting what's good for Post and Garza County. The Post-Dispatch, the newspaper of record for Garza County since 1926. The Dispatch is the corporate sponsor of Post Sports Radio. Post Family Dentistry, small-town values, state-of-the-art care. Garza County Animal Hospital, a family atmosphere for family pets. KSSL Radio, playing the greatest country music ever recorded. The Will and Crystal Osborne family, proud supporters of the Bold Gold Nation. The Post Independent School District, we are Bold Gold. Carson Construction, Post-owned and operated. Call 806-626-3811. And now, here's the Judge Lee and Marcia Norman pregame show on postsportsradio.com.
Well, good evening and welcome to Post Sports Radio's coverage of Bold Gold Baseball, brought to you by the Post-Dispatch. You are listening to the Judge Lee and Marcia Norman pregame show. Russ Morris is going to be doing the commentary and keeping the books. Jim Plummer here to do the play-by-play. First game was just moments ago. We ended that. Final score 23-0. They win that one. We go to the game 2 of the doubleheader in just a moment. We're assuming Post will be the home game. We may not.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
Video of tonight's game is live and free on Facebook and YouTube. Actually, not live on Facebook, just on YouTube. We will send a link on Facebook after the game to send you over to YouTube. But we are at the friendly confines of Norm Cash Field at David Nichols Park. As your Post Bowl Gold Antelopes are getting set to take on the new home Leopards, who are on a short rest after their deep playoff run in the basketball playoffs. They just, played last Thursday? Something like that.
Not last Thursday, but last Monday.
Okay. So just about a week ago, right?
Yes.
But it is Monday, March 10th, and it's game number 2 of the District 4 2A season. The Bowl Gold are coming off a loss just moments ago, 23-0 against the new home Leopards. Post is under the direction of Israel De Leon, who is in his first year at Post. He is assisted by Jordan Aguilar. New home enters tonight's game following a victory over Kahoma Bulldogs and, of course, just beating the Antelopes moments ago. The Leopards have an overall record now of 8 wins, 4-1. They are 1-0 in district, and Post 0-1. The Leopards are led by Brady Webb, who is assisted by Jess Wall and Tanner Mudd. Let's go to prayer with Russ.
All right, if y'all bow with me, Father God, we thank you for a wonderful day that you've given us, Lord. Thank you for all that you've done and everything that you do. I thank you for wonderful weather that you provided us, and I ask that you keep everybody safe on the field and as well as everybody safe up here in the box and in the stands. And no matter what happens, we do everything according to your will. In Jesus' name, amen.
And when we come back, we'll have the Post ISD report when the Winco 2 pregame show. Actually, it's a Judge Lee and Marcia Norman pregame show here on Post Sports Radio. And we're live on YouTube.
This message is sponsored by Judge Lee and Marcia Norman.
Texas 4-H is a club for kids and teenagers ages 5 to 18, and it's big. It's the largest youth development program in Texas. 4-H is for kids with animals and so much more, like shooting sports, food science, healthy living, fashion, and photography. Contact the Garza County Extension Office to sign up by calling 806-495-4400 or visit 4honline.com.
This is brought to you by Judge Lee and Marcia Norman, supporting what's good for Post and Garza County.
The Post-Dispatch is proud to support all of our local high school sports. They're excited to bring you all the weekly scores and highlights of your favorite teams, as well as keeping you informed about everything going on in the community. Subscribe today. You can choose to have your newspaper mailed to your home or business, or subscribe online and get the news when it's convenient for you. They're proud to serve the community and proud to serve Garza County. The Post-Dispatch, community news at the finest. It's springtime, and that means fleas and ticks are starting to target our little furry pals. Garza County Animal Hospital reminds you that although fleas and ticks are a threat to pets year-round here in West Texas, they become the most active during the warmer months. Get a jump start on your fleas and tick protection and keep your pet healthy and happy from a monthly application to a single pill taken every 3 months. Give us a call today to schedule your appointment. Garza County Animal Hospital, 495-3726.
Post ISD report is brought to you by Post Family Dentistry, small town values, state-of-the-art care. I'm Russell Morris. It is spring break for the Bowl Gold students and teachers, but the coaches and athletes continue the action. Of course, we're here to bring you game 2 of the doubleheader here between Post and New Home, and then on Saturday, the Antelopes will take on the Ropes Eagles here at Norm Cash. Junior Mason Wright qualified for the state powerlifting meet by setting a regional record by squatting 670 pounds. Mason Wright competes in the 242 weight class division. I would say that was all right.
Yeah, I think more. And that video is on the Facebook page, so check it out.
And by the way, the state powerlifting meet will be held at the Taylor County Expo at Abilene. That'll be on Saturday, March 22nd. The Bull Gold Shine in the Roughneck Relays this past Friday. The varsity boys placed second as a team, and the JV boys came in fourth. Many boys and girls had excellent performances at the meet. Recently, Renee Witt, author and illustrator of the book The Extraordinary Sky, visited the elementary campus for an author read aloud. Our third through fifth grade students attended the reading of her book and engaged in learning about Down syndrome. Also at the elementary school last week, the students raised over $5,000 for the Kids Heart Challenge. The celebration included recognition of the students, a friendly game of staff versus kindergarten dodgeball, and a lot of slime. Check out the pics on the Post ISD Facebook page. Now coming up, spring break ends Friday and classes resume on Monday. Post Sports Radio will live stream the baseball game on Saturday against the Ropes Eagles starting at 10:45 a.m. with the first pitch beginning at 11 a.m. We'll bring you Lady Lopes softball next Monday when the new home Lady Leopards come to play. The live stream begins at 4:45 from David Nichols Park. This has been the Post ISD Report brought to you by Post Family Dentistry. Small town value, state-of-the-art care. The Judge Lee and Marcia Norman pregame show will resume right after this.
My name is Sochi Anderton. I'm a dentist here at Post Family Dentistry. This clinic is a huge example of providing fancy dental care here in Post, Texas, because the residents of Post in these smaller communities, they deserve that same quality of care. We've expanded from 3 chairs now to 6 chairs at this new location. We are very proud here at Post Family Dentistry of our small town values combined with state-of-the-art care.
Are you looking to do some work around the house and would like to hire a contractor who does every part of the job? Then give Carson Construction a call at 806-626-3811. Greg Carson and his crew have over 40 years of combined experience and can do new construction, remodeling, and concrete work. Plan now for your spring and summer projects and call the guys who pride themselves on their work. 806-626-3811. Carson Construction, building a lasting relationship with each customer. Call 806-626-3811.
All right, welcome back to David Nichols Park. We are at Norm Cash Field. Glad to have you with us. It's game 2 of the doubleheader between the new home Leopards. Post Antelopes dropped the first one 23-0 after 3 innings. 0-1 in district now. As Post, what was their overall record right now, Russ?
Post now has a overall record of 4-6.
4-6 overall, 0-1 in district.
0-1, yes, 0-1 in district.
Meanwhile, the new home Leopards,
they are 8-4-1 right now.
And they're 1-0 in district. So
everybody else, it looks like everybody else in the district will play tomorrow on March 11th. Same goes for some of the softball district as well. I'm just looking ahead. The Tahoka Lady Bulldogs, they're just right down the road. I can pull them up. They play New Deal tomorrow at New Deal, and then obviously our ladies will travel to Morton Saturday morning for their district opener. Okay,
as far as baseball, we're Region 1, of course. 2A, Region 1, District 4 high school baseball schedule. Most of the games tomorrow, once again, like Russ just pointed out, it'll be Smyer and Ropes, and it does look like a doubleheader at 3 and then at 5:30. Morton is going to be against Seagraves at 5 o'clock, and then Tahoka and Sundown will play a single game at 5 tomorrow. Now, that's off of Max Preps, and we're not always 100% correct.
Well, so why New Home only has a record of 8-4-1. There's more games reported for them on Game Changer, on the Game Changer app, as opposed to what's been reported for them on Max Preps. The game that they played against Bushland, I believe, either on last Friday or earlier in the week, that has yet to be reported for Ropes.
All right, Russ. I want to point out to our viewers, if you're watching right now, you'll notice the inlay of the pitcher's mound and home plate in your top left corner. I'll give you a closer look at what's going on there. And then, of course, the big picture shows you the whole field, scoreboards top right. And we will try to keep up with that. And Russ, I didn't do a bad job. Not a great job. Then the computer was giving me fits by going on the when it does that blinking thing where you can't control what's going on. But we didn't lose any streaming, so that's what's best. So why don't we go ahead and take another break, and we got getting you ready for Game 2 of the doubleheader against New Home, and it's the Post Antelope baseball live from David Nichols Park at Norm Cash Field.
My name is Sochi Anderton. I'm a dentist here at Post Family Dentistry. This clinic is a huge example of providing fancy dental care here in Post, Texas, because the residents of Post in these smaller communities, they deserve that same quality of care. We've expanded from 3 chairs now to 6 chairs at this new location. We are very proud here at Post Family Dentistry of our small town values combined with state-of-the-art care.
This message is sponsored by Judge Lee and Marcia Norman.
Texas 4-H is a club for kids and teenagers ages 5 to 18, and it's big. It's the largest youth development program in Texas. 4-H is for kids with animals and so much more, like shooting sports, food science, healthy living, fashion, and photography. Contact the Garza County Extension Office to sign up by calling 806-495-4400 or visit 4honline.com.
This is brought to you by Judge Lee and Marcia Norman, supporting what's good for Post and Garza County.
It's springtime, and that means fleas and ticks are starting to target our little furry pals. Garza County Animal Hospital reminds you that although fleas and ticks are a threat to pets year-round here in West Texas, they become the most active during the warmer months. Get a jump start on your fleas and tick protection and keep your pet healthy and happy from a monthly application to a single pill taken every 3 months. Give us a call today to schedule your appointment. Garza County Animal Hospital, 495-3726.
Post Antelope Baseball is powered by Family Cleaners, your hometown laundry and dry cleaners on West Main Street in Post. The Post Area Chamber of Commerce, serving Post in all of Garza County. Visit postcitytexas.com. Richie Rich Barbershop, Yo Hablo Espanol, a licensed local barbershop on East Main and Post. Call for info and an appointment at 806-706-8413. And Post Plumbing, Heating and Air. One call does it all. 806-577-1300. Post Sports Radio thanks these sponsors for making Bold Gold Baseball live and free on Facebook and YouTube.
And we're back live from Norm Cash Field in Post, Texas. Antelope baseball taking on New Home, the Leopards, winning the first of the doubleheader, 23-0. Getting ready for the second game right now. And Russ, let's go ahead and review what New Home has in batting order, and I'll do position.
So right now, the batting order for New Home is going to be number 9, Graham Stanford, followed by number 2, Hunter Burrell, number 12, Ryder Starkey, number 7, Ryder Watkins, number 6, Branson Beckham, number 4, Cooper Brown, number 17, Avin Madrid, number 5, Jair Johnson, number 15, Tucker Cotton, and then Tucker Waters is the right fielder. Tucker Cotton is the designated hitter. He'll be batting for Tucker Watkins.
All right, so over to the Post Antelopes in Game 2. Starting off will be Cameron Menchaca. He'll be followed by Luca Perez. Colton Hawkins will bat in the third spot. Daniel Young, the shortstop, will be the cleanup hitter at 4. Brian Salcedo playing third base once again. He'll bat 5th. Jax Perez, the second baseman. He'll be in the 6th slot. Number 10, Isaiah Moreno, will be batting 7th. Number 12, E.J. Soto out in center field will be in the 8th slot, followed by Daniel Carroll, the first baseman. And that wraps it up. He's going to be hitting for Eric Rodriguez, who is going to be behind the plate for the Antelopes tonight. So we're waiting for the umps to come back out. We're supposed to start at 6 o'clock. It's about 2 till. And we will be here with you until then. I mean, nothing else to do except let's talk about Norm Cash Field, Russ.
Well, this is the year 2025. This is the 20th year anniversary of when the field got its namesake. It was dedicated in April in Norm Cash's name. Of course, Norm Cash is arguably one of, if not the greatest athlete to ever come out of Post, Texas. Of course, he was born just down the road in Justisburg, and at the time when he played, he only played football here in Post. Post did not have a baseball team at the time. He got drafted by the Chicago Bears, led by the late George Hallis, who still ran the team at the time. Also had a tryout with one of his buddies, Gene King, over at Sol Ross, and it's because he picked up the game so well as opposed to not playing it before, that he played at Sol Ross, and they traveled around the state trying tryouts and stuff, and he got drafted by the Chicago White Sox, and he had to pick, and he said that he was going to take baseball because he had more of a financial security in the longer run as opposed to what the pay in the NFL was being at the time, and played a few seasons with the White Sox, and then got traded to the Indians. Now, there is a Topps baseball card of Norm Cash in an Indians uniform, but he never played a game in an Indians uniform.
Do you have a copy of that card?
I do not. That's one that I've been
You'd be looking for
that I've been trying to find for years. But Norm did get traded. I think he believed, if story is correct that I read, there is a window that the Indians had to finalize the trade, and they didn't get it finalized because they traded him immediately from Cleveland to the Detroit Tigers, and the rest is history with them. Here not that long ago, they had a recognition of the World Series team that Norm Cash was a part of. He played in 2 World Series, played in 1 World Series with the Chicago White Sox, lost in that one, and then he played in the World Series with the Detroit Tigers and won their lone recent World Series appearance. When he retired, he was in the top. He was, I think, in the top 10 in hitting amongst the legends like Babe Ruth and Ted Williams. As far as batting average goes, there's a story of him. He said that once he changed from his corkback style to using a regular bat, his batting average changed completely.
Went down,
and he said that the fans started booing him because ever since he changed from using a cork bat, he was not able to hit, I believe, right around the 300 mark ever again. I think the most I believe he ever hit batting average wise, I think, was 249 in a season, which is still, by today's standards, still really, really good. But just the stories I've read about him are one in a million. Oh, Stormin' Norman Cash was his nickname.
Yeah, great guy. A nice monument here at the field for him. Big sign on the front of the press box that we're sitting in. And people driving on the highway, as you can see in the distance, can see the sign. And I've had, while we were doing games in other seasons, a guy would come by and just knew of Norm Cash, wasn't from Texas, and just remembered him and just wanted to find out what was going on here with Norm Cash Field. And he didn't know that he was from Justisburg, Texas.
Yeah, there's I read on I think it's the National Baseball History. That's part of the Baseball Museum over in Cooperstown, where they put all that information together. He did a lot in around the Detroit, Michigan area. He had a boat, and he liked to go off and fish, but he did partake after he retired, him and a bunch of the other guys. There was just a Legends baseball, softball league that they participated in, and he did a lot in giving back to baseball and helping improve the game in the Detroit, Michigan area. So he's well renowned there. So it's fitting that this field is named after him. If we can just get some more updates here, I think it would be
it'll happen over
very
time.
fitting.
All right, so excuse me. So Russ Morris, if you hadn't known, he's been writing for the Post-Dispatch for a few months now, and pretty much covered the whole paper last week. So good job there. Anyway, you can find out more about Russ by reading the Dispatch and the good coverage he provides you on all the sports at Post High School and Southland as well. Also, Russ plans on doing a story on Norm Cash Field and the dedication 20 years ago. That'll be coming up hopefully in the next couple months, right?
Right. I plan to have that released right around or get that in the issue if it's the same week that the year to date is. But if I'm planning on releasing that around April, because that's exactly when he was honored here. Nice.
And if y'all remember, you old timers remember, Jimmy Redmond was behind a lot of that push, along with Bo Jackson. Both of those guys, God bless them, not with us anymore, but we know they're watching. I know they're watching on YouTube right now from above, or they're right here in the field as well. So anyway, Russ, I'm not sure. The scheduled start time for Game 2 is 6:30, and from the look of non-action on the field, I think that's what we're shooting for. So why don't we play
so too.
Some of those long commercials towards the bottom there, Russ, if you want to. I'll tell you what, just play the wrap 2 and 3. That'll be good. And we'll take a little break, and we'll come back to bring you the Game 2 of this doubleheader. It is Post Antelope Baseball versus New Home. Here on Post Sports Radio, we are live on YouTube.
Post Antelope Baseball is powered by La Isabel Boutique, a girls' boutique with clothes, accessories, and custom hair bows. The boutique is located at Avenue H in East Main. The Post Area Chamber of Commerce, serving posts in all of Garza County. Visit postcitytexas.com. The Post Methodist Church, making disciples of Jesus Christ. Antelope Wash and Dry, a clean, affordable laundromat now open at 303 South Broadway. And Happy State Bank, a division of Centennial Bank, member FDIC. Post Sports Radio thanks these sponsors for making Bold Gold Baseball live and free on Facebook and YouTube.
Post ISD is filled with passionate staff, daring students, and deep-rooted traditions of champions. Our state-of-the-art facilities provide top-tier educational opportunities, including career and technical training, advanced academics, and free college courses, creating future-ready antelopes. Our 4-day instructional week allows our students to continually pursue excellence in our distinguished fine arts programs, exceptional athletic teams, and a multitude of other extracurricular activities. Post ISD, we are Bold Gold.
Are you looking to do some work around the house and would like to hire a contractor who does every part of the job? Then give Carson Construction a call at 806-626-3811. Greg Carson and his crew have over 40 years of combined experience and can do new construction, remodeling, and concrete work. Plan now for your spring and summer projects and call the guys who pride themselves on their work. 806-626-3811. Carson Construction, building a lasting relationship with each customer. Call 806-626-3811.
My name is Sochi Anderton. I'm a dentist here at Post Family Dentistry. This clinic is a huge example of providing fancy dental care here in Post, Texas, because the residents of Post in these smaller communities, they deserve that same quality of care. We've expanded from 3 chairs now to 6 chairs at this new location. We are very proud here at Post Family Dentistry of our small town values combined with state-of-the-art care.
The Post-Dispatch is proud to support all of our local high school sports. They're excited to bring you all the weekly scores and highlights of your favorite teams, as well as keeping you informed about everything going on in the community. Subscribe today. You can choose to have your newspaper mailed to your home or business, or subscribe online and get the news when it's convenient for you. They're proud to serve the community and proud to serve Garza County. The Post-Dispatch, community news at the finest.
Take a break and let Post Family Cleaners take care of the laundry. Family Cleaners is Post hometown laundry and dry cleaners on West Main Street in Post. Whether it's dry cleaning, wash and starching, laundry service, or alterations, Post Family Cleaners has you covered. Let Post Family Cleaners make your life a bit easier. Go by 111 West Main Street or call 806-495-0777 to get details. That's 806-495-0777. Post Family Cleaners, your hometown laundry and dry cleaners on West Main and Post.
All broadcasts in all and any media form provided by postsportsradio.com are the sole property of Post Sports Enterprises with the permission of the Post Independent School District. Any retransmission of any of these broadcasts, whether partial or in its entirety, for commercial or personal use without express written consent of the Post Sports Enterprises and Post ISD is strictly prohibited. Any violations of these broadcast rights will be strictly enforced and upheld as allowed by local, state, and federal statutes, ordinances, and laws. We hope you enjoyed this post-high school event exclusively on postsportsradio.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Judge Lee and Marsh Norman pregame show. We are currently in a delay. We're waiting on the officials to get here so we can get game number 2 of our doubleheader going on. So what you're going to see is for whenever we are under a rain delay, but we're not under a rain delay, but we are delayed. So as soon as we get the officials coming in, we will come back in and get game 2 of our doubleheader started. So stick around to YouTube on Post Sports Radio's YouTube page, home of Bowl Gold and Antelope Sports.
This event on Post Sports Radio is under a weather delay. More details are coming soon. Thank you for your patience. This event on Post Sports Radio is under a weather delay. More details are coming soon. Thank you for your patience. This event on Post Sports Radio is under a weather delay. More details are coming soon. Thank you for your patience. This event on Post Sports Radio is under a weather delay. More details are coming soon. Thank you for your patience. This event on Post Sports Radio is under a weather delay. More details are coming soon. Thank you for your patience. This event on Post Sports Radio is under a weather delay. More details are coming soon. Thank you for your patience. This event on Post Sports Radio is under a weather delay. More details are coming soon. Thank you for your patience. This event on Post Sports Radio is under a weather delay. More details are coming soon. Thank you for your patience. This event on Post Sports Radio is under a weather delay. More details are coming soon. Thank you for your patience. This event on Post Sports Radio is under a weather delay. More details are coming soon. Thank you for your patience. This event on Post Sports Radio is under a weather delay. More details are coming soon. Thank you for your patience.
Hey, we are streaming live from David Nichols Park. We are at Norm Cash Field in Post, Texas. Bold Gold Antelopes taking on the New Home Leopards. Game 2 about to start. There's been not a rain delay or a weather delay, but a umpire delay, which we just noticed they have shown up, and hopefully both teams are ready to roll. We're not sure how much more time is left. This game is actually scheduled to start at 6:30, but the first game went quickly with a 23-0 win by New Home in just 3 innings. So it was a short one. So we're going to play a couple more commercials, come back hopefully with the first pitch in just a moment here on Post Sports Radio. We are live on YouTube with Post Antelope Baseball.
The community of Post continues to be committed to the Post Antelopes, just as Happy State Bank is committed to our customers. Perseverance, commitment, and resilience are key ingredients for success both on and off the field of play. Whether you are cheering on the Post Antelopes, starting a new business, or planning for the future, Happy State Bank is here for all your life's moments. Let us be your partner at Happy State Bank. Visit us in person or at happybank.com.
Happy State Bank, a division of Centennial Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Post Antelope Baseball is powered by Family Cleaners, your hometown laundry and dry cleaners on West Main Street in Post. The Post Area Chamber of Commerce, serving Post in all of Garza County. Visit postcitytexas.com. Richie Rich Barbershop, Yo Hablo Espanol, a licensed local barbershop on East Main and Post. Call for info and an appointment at 806-706-8413. And Post Plumbing, Heating and Air. One call does it all. 806-577-1300. Post Sports Radio thanks these sponsors for making Bold Gold Baseball live and free on Facebook and YouTube.
Well, guess what? You can see on your video there, the umpires are here with the umpire and the coaches meeting at the plate. Coach De Leon on the left and Coach Webb on the right from New Home. Not sure of the umpires' names, but it looks like they're laughing it up pretty well. You'll notice on your screen, top left, you'll see a close-up of home plate and the pitcher's mound, and the wide angle takes up most of the picture, and your scoreboard top right. I'm Jim Plummer, Russ Morris here as well, and cameras are still, so nobody's running those. Unless somebody knocks them over, one of us will run out there and fix it. Well, we're about to get some players on the field and get this game rolling. It's game 2 of a doubleheader. Once again, District 4 2A, first day of district play. Post dropped the first one, 23-0 to New Home. So let's go ahead and review what's going on with the Antelope. You going to do Antelopes lineup? Let's do New Home lineup because they'll be batting first, I think.
Well, New Home looks like they have their gloves on.
So they're going to take the field. Yeah, see, typically they'll play at 2 different locations. This time, for whatever reason, as of last year, it was a doubleheader here at Post. So Post was the home team in the first game. Now will be the visitors in the second game. So I will go over the Bold Gold Antelopes lineup, which we'll see at the plate. You got Cameron Menchaca will lead off, who wears number 11. Luca Perez will bat second, number 5. Number 9 will be Colton Hawkins. He is the third order. Cleanup hitter is Daniel Young, the shortstop, number 1. Brian Salcedo, who'll be back at third base once again, who ended the previous game on the pitcher's mound. But Brian, very versatile, of course. He'll bat in the 5th spot. Jax Perez, a freshman, second baseman, number 7. Isaiah Moreno will be batting in the 7th slot. He wears number 10. E.J. Soto out in center field. He's number 12, and he'll bat 8th. And finishing out the order will be Daniel Carroll, the first baseman, and he wears number 13. And he is, who is hitting for Eric Rodriguez? Eric Rodriguez is the catcher, and who's the DH? I didn't catch that.
Sorry, there is no DH listed on. I just wrote that down in order of the subs that were on the lineups there,
Eric
on the lineup sheet.
Eric is not catching. I'm sorry. That's going to be, of course, Luca Perez, who started pitching in the first game. So who do you have for the New Home Leopards?
So out there for the New Home Leopards we have Graham Stanford out in left field, Hunter Burrell at catcher, Ryder Starkey at shortstop, Ryder Watkins at first base, Branson Beckham at third, Cooper Brown at second, Avin Madrid out at center field, Jair Johnson is the pitcher, Tucker Cotton is the designated hitter, and Tucker Watkins is out in right field for New Home.
All right, once again, that first game of the doubleheader. Post drops at 23-0 to New Home. Graham Stanford on the mound. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Number 5. And if you missed the first game, obviously with 23 runs, New Home really opened it up. Total of, was it 3 home runs or 4?
It was they opened it up with 3 total home runs, 2 home runs coming off of Ryder Starkey. Each of those were 3-run bombs. Then Hunter Burrell hit a single shot home run over, I believe, the left field wall.
All right, well, it's 6:20, so this game's getting started 10 minutes before the scheduled time, and about 15 minutes later than we expected. But Antelopes leading off. It's Cameron Menchaca at the plate. Where's number 11? Ready to take the first pitch. Outside in the dirt, ball 1. Menchaca comes into the doubleheader with a .400 batting average. Oops, just lost. There we go. That was me. Take it, Russ.
Count is now 2-0. Takes the second pitch in there for a ball.
We're having some short issues with our circuitry today. Sorry about that.
As Cameron takes pitch number 3 in there for strike 1.
So 3 balls, 1 strike. Menchaca at the plate, first batter of the game. First for an Antelopes, of course. Stanford with a delivery outside, and that's gonna. Thought it was 2-0. Now it's 3-1. I do believe. All right, Menchaca ready to take the pitch from Stanford. Outside is going to walk Menchaca, so that's good for the Antelopes to get a runner on base to start this game. The Lopes are the visiting team in game 2. Comes to the plate now with Luca Perez, number 5, sophomore. Luca is going to be behind the plate in this game 2, starting on the mound in game 1. Luca comes in. I do believe he is the leading hitter at the 600 batting average.
Courtesy runner Eric Rodriguez comes in to run for Cameron Menchaca, as Menchaca is a starting pitcher for Post in game number 2.
All right, so here you go. Throw to first, not in time. Rodriguez at first. Correctamundo. Is that right, Eric?
Yes.
Okay. Graham Stanford on the mound for the Leopards. First pitch is going to be a high pitch, but a called strike. No balls, 1 strike for Luca Perez. No outs, 1 man on. Next pitch, swinging strike, so 0-2 now the count. Once again, Perez hitting 600. He did not get a hit in game 1 tonight. Breaking ball, ground ball to short, scooped for the double play is good. That was a Ryder Starkey to Cooper Brown to Ryder Watkins, a 6-4-3 DP to start off this game for the New Home Leopards. So 2 outs. Come to the plate now in third order.
It's Isaiah Moreno.
Is that right?
Yes.
That was Luca that just hit, right? Okay, so Moreno's in, the left-hander, number 10. We got him in the 7th slot, but he is batting third.
Oh, wait.
Next pitch, outside. It's got a count now of 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs after a double play. High and inside for a ball.
Jim, I think you're looking at the game sheet that I used.
That's the first game?
I think the first game.
That'll change things up. Sorry, guys. Russ has got me straight now.
This pitch is taken down low for a ball.
What number is that pitcher?
Pitcher is 5. That's Jair Johnson.
Okay, sorry, folks. It's Jair Johnson on the mound. He's got a 2-1 count. This one catches the outside corner. Moreno watches it go by to make the count. Should be what?
3-1 or 3-2.
It's like a full count on the scoreboard. Down the middle, caught watching, strikes out Moreno for the third and final out. Here in the top of the first, the Bold Gold Antelopes leave nobody on after a double play. But nobody scores, no errors. And we will go to the bottom of the second in just a moment. No score here on Post Sports Radio. We are live and free on YouTube. And we'll be back here in just a moment with Jim and Russ.
Post-Dispatch is proud to support all of our local high school sports. They're excited to bring you all the weekly scores and highlights of your favorite teams, as well as keeping you informed about everything going on in the community. Subscribe today. You can choose to have your newspaper mailed to your home or business, or subscribe online and get the news when it's convenient for you. They're proud to serve the community and proud to serve Garza County. The Post-Dispatch, community news at the finest.
Antelopes were up first. The visitors on their home field after the game one. This is game two, and no runs, no hits. Right?
No runs, no hits, nobody left on base after the double play.
All right, so we go to the bottom of the first with the new home Leopards coming to the plate. You'll see Graham Stanford leading off, followed by Hunter Burrell and Ryder Starkey batting third. Out in the field for the Antelopes. On the mound, the left-hander Cameron Menchaca. Behind the plate, Luca Perez. At third base, Brian Saucedo. Shortstop is Daniel Young. Jax Perez at second. Daniel Carroll will be at first base. Out in left field, Isaiah Moreno. E.J. Soto in center. And Colton Hawkins in right field. It's nice when you get the proper information in front of you. Sorry about that, folks. Messing up that top of the first. We'll get things straightened out for you. The Antelopes 0-1 in district now after losing the first of two. And New Home Leopards 1-0. Overall records, Post, actually an improvement over last year at this point. 4 wins and 6 losses. And the New Home Leopards are 8 wins, 4 losses, and a tie coming into this game. Menchaca got to throw a couple more warm-ups. Once again, coming into play be Graham Stanford. He's out in left field today. In this game, started pitching in the first game. Hunter Burrell will be batting second. He's the catcher. Ryder Starkey, the shortstop. Last warm-up for Menchaca. Ready to go for the Antelopes. We'll see a left-hander on the mound. Cameron had a good season last year considering. Comes into this game pitching seven innings in 4 games. Number of pitches, 172. That's more than anybody else on the roster. So he's the most experienced pitcher for the Antelopes. At the plate is Graham Stanford, the left fielder today. First pitch, watches it for a strike. Once again, Hunter Burrell on deck, Ryder Starkey to follow. Outside and high for a ball. Count 1-1 to Stanford. With the delivery, a little bit too far inside, off the glove of the catcher Perez. And that's going to make the count now 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's a pitch from Cameron. Outside and high. 3-1 the count. First batter in the bottom of the second. Or first, rather. Again, no score. No Carson Construction score at this point. There's a drive in the left field, foul. Makes the count now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm trying to get ahead of myself here.
Yeah, it's 3-2.
Menchaca, full delivery in the dirt for a ball. He's going to walk Stanford, put the runner at first. First man up for the Leopards gets on first base, brings up Hunter Burrell, the catcher, number 2. Now, all these guys had a good time at the plate in the first game. Which started at 4 o'clock today. Graham at first. Stanford at first. Burrell at the plate. Stanford's got a decent lead, and Cameron Menchaca tries to pick him off to no avail. Got to keep him close. I think Stanford's got some speed as well. Menchaca from the stretch. Checks first, throws to first, not in time. Burrell, the right-handed hitter, with the pink gloves. New home black and red, black jerseys today. High and outside for the pitch. First pitch to Burrell is going to be a ball. 1-0 the count. So no outs. Man at first. On deck is Ryder Starkey, who hit a couple home runs in that game 1. This one's going to be a short pop fly, short center. E.J. Soto trying to get under it. Gets it on a one-hopper. Fields it nicely, gets it into the infield. Over to Daniel Young now at shortstop. So that's going to be a base hit for Burrell. Brings up Ryder Starkey with 2 men on at first and second. Starkey is the shortstop once again today in this game. He is number 12. With the pitch from Cameron Menchaca outside, ball 1. So 1-0 the count, no outs, runners at first and second. Starkey at the plate. Ryder Watkins on deck. Menchaca from the stretch, brings it in outside and high to the right-handed batter. Menchaca's given up 19 hits in his appearances so far this season. Low and outside off the knee of the catcher. Is going to advance the runners to third and second. And Stanford at third playing cat and mouse. Going to make the count. It's going to be 3-0 to Starkey. Stanford at third, Burrell at second. Late high ball is going to walk the batter. Ball goes to the backstop on the pass ball. That's going to score a run for Newhome. They take the lead 1-0 in the bottom of the first. Now with runners at the corners. Starkey at first, Burrell at third. Brings up Ryder Watkins. Watkins, a left-handed batter, wears number 7. Playing first base. First pitch to him is going to hit him in the back. I think it should be a dead ball.
Yeah, it should be a dead ball.
May not have hit him in the back, but it definitely touched his jersey, which counts as being hit by pitch. And there's discussion now with Coach Webb. He's going to send that runner, number 2, Hunter Burrell, back to third base. Now at the plate now is Branson Beckham. Beckham, number 6, with runners at first, second, and third. Bases loaded. Beckham is the third baseman for the Leopards. He's going to pop one to right field in the sun. It's caught by Hawkins. Everybody tagged except for the man on first, so a runner comes home. That's going to be number 2. Hunter Burrell comes home from third. Advancing to third is number 12, Ryder Starkey. Staying at first is Ryder Watkins. And popping out once again, Branson Beckham. First out of the inning. Second run of the inning. Scoreboard out in the right field showing the Antelopes have 2, but I guess because that's they're the Leopards are the home team as we're switching identities here in game 2. Taking second base with no throw attempt is Ryder Watkins. Or is that Beckham?
Beckham just fouled out.
Okay.
He just flat out.
So Watkins at second, Starkey at third. Next pitch from Cameron Menchaca. Is a ball, right? Menchaca from the stretch, runners at second and third. Pop fly just out of the infield. It looks like it's going to drop between the second baseman and right field. Will score a run. And that's number 12 coming home. That's Ryder Starkey. Leaving, that's going to be a single.
It's going to leave Ryder Watkins on second.
So Beckham's on first. Watkins on second. Cooper Brown at the plate. Brown, number 17. Ground ball is going to be fair. Right down the third base line. Brings home one. Brings home just one. And held up at third base is number 4.
Cooper Brown.
Cooper Brown. So Avon Madrid just got that single. I was a little bit behind on the rotation here. Brings up Jair Johnson, number 5. So runners at second and third. Score now 4-1. Russ, we get a chance to work on that. High pitch outside for a ball.
Score is 4-0.
4-0, you're right. I saw the first inning. So 4-0, new home. Bottom of the first. They're representing the home team in the second game of the doubleheader. Next pitch to him is inside and low. Jair Johnson at the plate. He's a junior this year. He's got a 2-0 count to him. Menchaca from the stretch. Nice pitch. A little bit too far outside for ball 3. 3-0 the count. 1 out. 2 runners on, second and third. Next pitch is going to be outside. And Johnson takes the walk, loads the bases, bringing up Tucker Cotton. All right.
Yeah, Tucker Cotton.
Sorry. Russ and I are having trouble reading each other's chicken scratch. He's a left-handed batter. First pitch outside. Cotton, number 15. He is the DH.
He's batting for Tucker Watkins.
So Tucker batting for Tucker. Inside, gets away from the catcher. Perez brings home number 4 from third base. That's Cooper Brown, making it 5-0 here in the bottom of the first. Now, we failed to change our scoreboard on the screen. So, yeah, New Home, we can just see they got their name there and Post has 0. But New Home is the home team in this game 2 of the doubleheader. From the stretch, pitch is fouled off. Tucker Cotton now with a count of 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out. Next pitch, going to be low for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Oh, is he showing 3-1?
3-1.
3-1, rather.
3-1 with 1 out here in the bottom of the first.
New home with a 4-0 lead. Going to walk this batter. Cotton goes to first. We go to the top of the order now. And that does load the bases, by the way. It brings up the left fielder, Graham Stanford. Number 9. How did he do his first time up?
Yeah, he got on base with a walk and came all the way around and scored.
With bases loaded, just 1 out. Bases loaded, of course. And nice pitch. A little bit off target. Looked good from here, but that's going to be a ball. So 1-0 the count to Stanford. Next pitch, low and inside, ball 2, 2-0 the count. So 2-0, 1 out, bases are loaded, and New home up by 4. Bottom of the first. Five-0 is the score. Sorry about that.
Counts 3-0.
Cameron Menchaca on the mound for the Antelopes. Left-hander, most experienced pitcher so far this season. High, be another ball. It's a really small strike zone for this ump. That's going to walk in a run as well.
It's going to bring in Avin Madrid. It's going to move Jair Johnson to third and Tucker Cotton. So it's now 3 straight walks.
So Hunter Burrell comes to play for his second attempt here in the first inning. Bottom of the first.
1 out.
You changed our scoreboard, didn't you? Ours? Switch the teams?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Oh, I don't know about that one, Blue.
Oh.
And Cameron's confused as well.
Yeah, it's strike zone extremely tight.
He's squeezing him.
It's 1 ball, no strikes. We do have 1 out with bases loaded and a 6-0 lead by New home. There's a foul ball behind the bleachers. Evens the count at 1-1. Okay, so here we go with bases loaded. Menchaca on the mound from the stretch. In the dirt, making it 2 balls and 1 strike. So really, if you're going to pull a double play, this is probably the easiest way to do it with bases loaded. Out at any, force out at any base, including home plate. There's a drive into center field. Right center. It's going to go way deep. A 1 hopper to the fence. That is, once again, Burrell gets himself a double, knocks in 2. Advances number 9 to third base, which is Graham Stanford. And Burrell standing on second base with a double. We're going to score now 8-0. If you're just joining us, game 1 went pretty quick in 3 innings. Or New home won 23-0. I'm kind of staying on that path right now. I think Burrell is coming out of the game. He'll have a courtesy runner or a replacement. We don't know yet.
It's a courtesy runner. It's going to be number 3. Conley Mounts is coming in to run.
We saw him come in the first game. Burrell is the catcher. A lot of times your catchers and your pitchers will be run for. Here's a pop fly. It's going to be in play. Right field in the sun. It's going to be a tough one. Hawkins underneath it off his glove. And coming in from third is number 9, Stanford. And advancing to second base is the pinch runner. Once again, Mounts. And at first, with an E9, is Ryder Starkey, right?
Yes. That moves that moves Mounts over to third base.
1 run scores, making the score now 9-0. Bottom of the first. New home leads. That's your Carson Construction score. Next batter, number 7, is Ryder Watkins, left-handed batter, his second time up.
He got hit by the pitch.
Almost got hit there as well.
Jim, this is the second time through the lineup, and all but one batter the first time through scored.
Pitch is inside, mishandled by the catcher, Perez, and easily taking second with no throw attempt is Ryder Starkey. Now runners at second and third. And Watkins at the plate with a 2-0 count, 1 out. And 9-0 lead for New Home. The bottom of the first. Next pitch, ground ball foul down the first baseline. Hope you all are enjoying the stream tonight. Don't forget we'll have another baseball game for you, just a single one on Saturday. Ropes, the Eagles come to town, and we will start that broadcast about 10:45. First pitch should be close to 11 right here at Norm Cash Field. So come on out if you want to watch it. Or you can do both on your phone, actually. Inside pitch for ball 3. 3-1 the count with 1 out. From the stretch, Menchaca caught the outside corner. I think the ump was thinking, should I call that one? I think, yeah, it's about time. I mean, let's widen that strike zone a little bit.
He debated on calling it too. That was a late call.
Yeah. All right, so now clearing the count. What is it? Foul ball, straight up, maybe playable.
It is.
Perez gets underneath it and a little bit too far away from him. And that'll be another chance for the batter to get a hit.
It's a full count. It's 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The batter, Ryder Watkins, at the plate with runners at second and third. And New Home with a 9-0 lead. Bottom of the first. Menchaca from the stretch. Drive in the right field. It's going to be in the sun and over the head of Hawkins. Unless he can run it down, he can't. It's a 1-hopper to the fence. And coming home from third is the pinch runner, Mounts. And it looks like number 12 will stay at third. And of course, Ryder Starkey. And the double by number 7, Ryder Watkins.
Now this brings up Branson Beckham. He hit the sacrifice fly out into center field last time up.
So 10-0 the score, bottom of the first.
He did get credit with an RBI.
So these New Home Leopards can hit the ball long. Here's a pop fly. This one not as deep in center field, straight center. E.J. Soto with the catch and the out. Tagging up from third is number 12, Starkey, for another run, making it 11-0. And number 7, Ryder Watkins, will stay at second. Beckham with the pop fly to center for the second out of the inning. Should bring up Cooper Brown, number 4. Menchaca with the pitch, swing and a miss by Brown. Strike 1, 0-1 the count with 2 outs. And a runner at second.
Cooper Brown hit a single last time up and came all the way around and scored a run.
Outside pitch, mishandled by the catcher. Perez is going to advance the runner from second to third. That's Watkins. Cooper Brown at the plate with a 1-1 count and 2 outs. On deck is Avon Madrid. Pitch is high and outside for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ground ball back to the pitcher. It's caught by Menchaca with 2 outs. He should have gone to first. Instead, he goes home in a rundown from between third and home is number 7, Watkins, and he is going to be
He's out.
Tagged out on his dive back to third base. And it's like Daniel Young there to make the catch and the tag. So that's going to be 1 left on, bunch of runs, 11 runs in the first inning. And the New Home Leopards lead 11-0, the Carson Construction score. And we go to the top of the second here in just a moment here on Post Sports Radio. We are home of the Bold Gold, and we are live and free on YouTube, and we'll be right back in just a moment.
We play the greatest country music ever recorded. Tune in anytime and anywhere to KSSL 107.3, 94.1, KSSLFM.com, and on our free mobile app. All your favorites are here.
Hi, I'm Alan Jackson.
Hi, this is Mark Chestnut.
Hi, I'm Clint Black.
We've got them all.
Hi, this is Ronnie Millsap.
Hi, this is Patty Loveless.
Hi, everybody, this is Garth Brooks.
Hey, this is George Strait.
I've been listening to this radio station forever.
Proud supporters of high school sports. We are KSSL.
All right, we're back live from Norm Cash Field. It's Antelope baseball. Antelopes come to the plate next in the top of the second. Russ, what happened in the bottom of the first?
Well, the Leopards had 5 hits on 11 runs and committed 1, and the Lopes committed 1. Eric Cameron Menchaca pitched 48 pitches in that half inning. As then we move to the top of the second. Coming to bat's going to be Jax Perez, going to be leading things off for the Bold Gold.
Jax Perez, for his first time tonight, comes to the plate. And Daniel Young will be on deck, followed by Brian Saucedo. Out in the field for the New Home Leopards on the mound, Jair Johnson. Behind the plate, Hunter Burrell. At third base, Brenson Beckham. Ryder Starkey at short. Cooper Brown is at second. Ryder Watkins at first. In left field is Graham Stanford. Avon Madrid in center, and Tucker Watkins out in right field. Once again, Jack.
It's going to be Jax Perez.
Jax Perez. Let's call him Jack. I'm sorry. He's a freshman, right?
I believe so.
Little guy, knows how to play baseball, though, obviously. Batting 4th in the order for the Antelopes. Once again, Daniel Young, the left-handed batter, on deck. And then Brian Saucedo. If he gets a hold of one, it's gone. We'll see how he does this next time up. The Antelopes in the first inning, 3 up, 3 down. So we go to the bottom of the top of the second. And it's Jair Johnson with the red glove on the mound. New Home Leopards are red and black. High pitch to Jackson. It's going to be ball 1-0. Next pitch is fouled off. Making it count 1-1. Russ, remember last year they had a pitcher by the name of Addison. Is that his last name or first name?
That's his last name. He was Logan Addison was his name. He's commit to Tech. Tech has yet to see him play, so check swings in there for strike 2.
Breaking ball in the corner. So we got 1 ball, 2 strikes for the young freshman. Outside corner. The umpire raised his hand like a strike, but he's going to say that was a ball. 2-2 the count. You try to learn how these umps signal. Well, this one's going to be a curve ball in the dirt, bounces to the backstop for a ball. So now it is 3-2, eh?
Yes.
If you're here at the game, which you're probably not, the scoreboard showing Antelopes with 11. It's just the opposite. Well, it's going to be Perez walking to first. on the 3-2 pitch.
Well, that's the second time in a row that the leadoff batter has walked to get on base. This brings up Daniel Young, shortstop.
Young, number 1, batting in the 5th order. Throw to first to get Perez not in time. Not taking a very big lead. From the stretch, Johnson, pitch, outside swing by Young and a miss, so strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, and no outs. Runner at first is Jax Perez. Shadows on the field, so if you're watching this, there's a swing and a miss by Young with the count now 0-2. Brian Salcedo is on deck. He'll be followed by E.J. Soto. Johnson with the delivery, high and inside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs and a runner at first.
There's a difference in pitches. That was the 23rd pitch for Johnson.
From the stretch, this one's outside. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, last year we saw Addison pitch. He was throwing over 90 miles an hour. I don't think we've seen that today. This one's high and outside fastball.
It's a 4 count.
3-2 to count, no outs. Jax Perez at first. Daniel Young waiting for that good pitch. I'm sure this is going to be a fastball. Johnson will try to get it down the middle. He does, and a swing and miss by Young for the strikeout. And the first out for the Antelopes in this. What are we, top of the second?
Yes. So first out here in the top of the second. That's the second strikeout for Johnson on the evening.
Throw to first to get Perez. Not in time. Perez barely had a lead. I think Johnson's just messing with him. Top of the second. So in the bottom of the first, New Home scores 11 runs. Post trying to recoup here. Saucedo at the plate, fouls it off. So no balls and 1 strike. Brian, a senior this year. You heard about Brian as one of our main linemen on the football team, doing quite well. They call him B-Sauce, I understand. I'm not going to call him that, though. Throw to first, not in time. Perez is safe over there. They must know something about Jackson. He's not getting a big lead. He might be so fast he doesn't need one. Throw outside for a ball to Saucedo. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Lady Lopes will be in action on Saturday, too. Unfortunately, we can't bring you that. We'll bring the baseball game to you. Brian swings and misses the next pitch. A little off speed, throws him off. 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 out. Lady Lopes have their first district game on Saturday. Is it Morton?
Yes.
There?
Yes.
High and inside. Evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Desperately need to get Jackson in the scoring position, have a chance to put some runs on the board.
Saucedo strikes out, swinging.
Strikeout number 3.
Brings up E.J. Soto for the first time. Batting in the 7th slot. Wears number 12 like he did in football. And on deck is Colton Hawkins. E.J. Soto comes into the game. I don't know if I got that right or not. Here's the first pitch of Soto, called strike. So 0-1 the count.
He comes into the game with an on-base percentage of 133.
I think he's looking for his first hit of the season, if I'm reading these stats right. So good luck to EJ, the senior this year. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, and a runner at first. Swing and miss. Makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes. You can see the shadows on the field pretty soon. I think might see some darkness by the end of the game. Curveball.
Wow.
Catches the inside corner for the called strike out. Retires the side, leaving 1 at first. And no runs, no hits. And I don't believe any errors as well. We'll take a good look at that in just a little bit. Antelope baseball live from Norm Cash Field, and New Home leads as we go to the bottom of the second. It's 11-0. That's your Carson Construction score. We'll be back in a moment.
Post-Dispatch is proud to support all of our local high school sports. They're excited to bring you all the weekly scores and highlights of your favorite teams, as well as keeping you informed about everything going on in the community. Subscribe today. You can choose to have your newspaper mailed to your home or business, or subscribe online and get the news when it's convenient for you. They're proud to serve the community and proud to serve Garza County. The Post-Dispatch, community news at the finest.
All right, we're live from Norm Cash Field. Jim Plummer here doing play-by-play, and Russ Morris, who called the play-by-play in the first game, has got the book and the commentary in the second. And give us a rundown of what happened in the bottom or the top of the second, Russ.
Well, no runs, no hits. There wasn't any errors committed by the Leopards defense, but Lopes leave 1 stranded. As we now head to the bottom of the second, your Carson Construction score is still 11-0 with a red-hot fielding or plate appearances coming up. It's going to be Avin Madrid. It's going to lead things off here in the bottom of the second.
Jair Johnson will be on deck, and Tucker Cotton will, the DH, will round out the top 3. On the mound for the Antelopes, so Cameron Menchaca. Luca Perez behind the plate just threw the throw down the second after the last warm-up pitch. Brian Salcedo's at third. Daniel Young at short. Jax Perez at second. Daniel Carroll at first. And out in the field, which is a huge outfield here at Norm Cash Field, Isaiah Moreno in left field, E.J. Soto center, and Colton Hawkins out in right. That's a tough field out in right. That's all sun, and there's been a couple pop flies over his head that you probably didn't even see him coming, but he did chase him down on one. Actually, we got a different player out there now, a left-hander. I think that might be Soto out there in right field. Does he throw left? There's the first pitch from Menchaca, fouled back at us for a strike. So Menchaca ahead of the count now, no balls and 1 strike.
This will be pitch number 50 for Cameron.
So change in the outfield. We'll try to figure that out for you for sure. Drive in the left field. That's Moreno out there. Bobbles it, picks it up quickly, gets to second to hold that runner at first. So Avin Madrid with a base hit to left field.
Back-to-back singles. He singled in the first, and now he's singled in the second.
The pitcher, Jair Johnson, number 5 at the plate now.
He got on base with a walk and came around and scored.
He'll be followed by Tucker Cotton, who's on deck. Throw to first, not in time. Madrid safe. Menchaca, who's thrown the most pitches for the Antelope so far this season, with the next pitch, catches the outside corner. The strike zone has gotten bigger, Russ. That's a good sign. That one was on the chalk line, but we'll give it a strike, and so does the ump. Count now, no balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now the count.
Struck out or getting the ground out to a double play would be pretty huge here.
At first base, Madrid, he's going to go for second. Throw down to second. 1 hopper not in time. Madrid standing up at second for a stolen base. Menchaca now. Behind the batter, 1 ball and 2 strikes, or ahead of the batter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. From the stretch, comes home. It's going to be a pop fly, line drive to left field rather. Caught on 1 hop and brought it in nicely by the left fielder, Isaiah Moreno. Advancing the runner, Madrid, he goes to third, and of course a base hit by Johnson. He's at first. Brings up Tucker Cotton, a designated hitter, number 15. He's hitting for, was it a right fielder, Tucker Watkins?
Yes. Speaking of Tucker Cotton, he got on base with a walk and came around and scored.
11-0 the score. Taking, on the first pitch. Goes to the back and hits Tucker Cotton. He'll take the hit by pitch to first base, and that will load the bases. (11-0) is the Carson Construction score. New home, Leopards up. Bottom of the second inning. Cameron Menchaca on the mound for the Antelopes. Pitch outside and high for a ball. Top of the order, that's Graham Stanford at the plate, the left fielder. Next pitch, outside as well. 2-0 the count in Stanford. Chance for the Antelopes to pull a double play here, Russ. With bases loaded, will be a great time, especially to keep another run from scoring. No outs yet in this inning. Fly ball, high and deep, left field line. Moreno trying to get underneath it. It's a 1 hopper to the fence once again. Moreno picks it up, gets back to the infield. 2 runners score from third and second, and the runner from first makes it to third on the throw into the infield. So it's going to be a single, believe it or not. A long shot by, who was that? Graham Stanford, the left fielder, who is doing quite well today. Brings up Hunter Burrell, the catcher, number 2. He'll be followed by Ryder Stark. He makes the score now 13-0. New home up. Bottom of the second.
Hunter Burrell singled and doubled in the first. Is now a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Runner from first going to take second. Fake throw down there. He'll take it standing up. Count now 1-0 with no outs. Pop fly. It's going to be just around third base, and it's going to land. And it's going to be Brian Salcedo lost sight of it, and Daniel Young couldn't get to it, so it's going to be a foul ball just past third base.
If he had caught that, if either one of them would have caught that, I'm curious to see what Cotton would have done on third base, if he would have risked it and tried to go for home, or what would have happened there.
So Cotton at third, Stanford on second. At the plate, Hunter Burrell, the catcher. Notice with the shadows on the field, it's hard to kind of see what's going on there. Pitcher's mound is still lighted. The last pitch was a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Burrell. Outside off the glove of the catcher. Runner at third stays put.
Counts now 3-1.
Got no outs. Flock of seagulls coming over.
Yeah. Geese.
They like to land on this field and eat up whatever's there, seed, grass. But I guess they noticed there were some players out there, so they flew right over. It's going to be a foul ball, first base side.
Makes it a full count now.
Go 3-2 for Burrell, Burrell, right? He's still up there.
Yeah, if what I'm keeping track of is true, that's his 61st pitch for Cameron.
Cameron Menchaca on the mound for the Antelopes. Sophomore this year.
That ball's crushed out in the straightaway center, Jim.
And it's going to go deep. This one is another one bouncer off the center field fence, and that's deep. Going to bring home 1 run, 2 runs. And the batter at second base is Hunter Burrell with a double. Bringing up Starkey. Remember, we saw him hit 2 home runs in game 1. The shortstop comes to the plate. But it's his second or third time?
This is his 3rd time.
Going to have a designated or a courtesy runner come in for Hunter Burrell, the catcher, at second base. And before we saw Conley Muntz. He'll do it again.
So Ryder Starkey, he got on base in the first inning with a walk, came around and scored with an RBI. And then he got on base the second time in the first inning thanks to a E9 out in right field.
Here's the pitch. Gets away from the catcher. It'll be a pass ball and advance the runner to third. So Mounce, I think I call him Muntz. It's Mounce, M-O-U-N-C-E, is on third base now. Got a 1-0 count to the current batter, Ryder Starkey, shortstop. Ryder Watkins is on deck for the Leopards. Ground ball to second. Perez scoops it over to first. Mishandled by Carroll. Is going to make the runner safe on the error by the first baseman. A little hard to handle for Daniel Carroll, but probably should have had it. Got his glove on it. All right, so it's going to bring home another run as well. Is that 16 or 15?
That's 16.
16-0, bottom of the second. New Homes lead, and that's your Carson Construction score. Cameron Menchaca on the mound for the Antelopes with the runner at first. And no outs. Pitch in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher. Going to advance the runner Starkey to second. All right, so here we go. We got 1 ball, no strikes with no outs and a runner at second. Drive into right field on the ground is scooped by the right fielder. I think that's E.J. Soto, who changed position from center. But it is going to drive home number 12, Starkey, for another run for the Leopards. 17-0 now is the Carson Construction score. Base hit by Ryder Watkins brings up Branson Beckham now at the plate, number 6.
So far, he's the only Leopard to not score. He is flied out to center field in each of his plate appearances.
Both times?
Yes.
He's going for that home run, huh? So switching the outfield, put E.J. Soto in right. We're not sure who's in center right now. Aluka Perez is out in center field. And Chaka on the mound. Left-hander from the stretch, trying to keep the runner on first at bay. Throw down the first to get him, not in time. From the stretch, there's a pitch outside for a ball. And Chaka from the stretch, outside just a little bit. Almost got the batter to swing. It was Branson Beckham.
Let's count now 3-0.
There's the next pitch ball, 4-0 the count. All right, so Eric Rodriguez, by the way, is the catcher for the Antelopes. Brought him there, put him there, put Luca Perez out in center. E.J. Soto is in right. All right, so we may have a change in the batter here for the New Home Leopards. Got runners at first and second, no outs. Bottom of the second at 17-0, the Leopards lead.
Well, here's a lineup change. It's going to be number 3. Mounts, I believe, is coming in.
Mounts, who we've seen as a pinch runner or courtesy runner, now gets to come to the plate. He is a senior this year. Don't remember him much from last year. He's probably just now getting some playing time. All right, so to Mounts, first pitch, called strike on the outside corner.
That is Watkins out there on second in scoring position.
Mounts watches the next one. This one's going to be outside for a ball. Evens the count at 1-1. So runners at first and second, no outs. Menchaca with a pitch. Ooh, tries to catch the outside corner and misses.
That's the exact same pitch that he pitched before. Umpire's not buying it.
Eric Rodriguez tried to frame it. Catcher for the Antelopes right now. Next pitch is inside. Ah, looks like a corner shot here, but it's going to make the count now 3 balls. He's showing 2 strikes, and he just, what do you show, 3-1? 3-2? 3-1. The umpire showed 3-2, then he changed his mind or changed his fingers. There we go. This is a called strike. Now it's 3-2.
Okay.
Full count. Mounts at the plate for the first time today for the Leopards. Senior right-handed batter swings and pops this one foul down the first base line. Out of play. Where did you park? Way over there, huh? Somebody's got to really hook a fastball down the third baseline to get that car. Only been hit once, and well, I shouldn't say that, right? Announcer's jinx. There's the pitch. Ground ball between short and third. It's going to be a base hit for Mounts. And the runner from second coming home. And he is going to be safe. That is Ryder Watkins coming from second base to score the 18th run of the game for the New Home Leopards. So we've got another new hitter coming up, Russ, number 11.
It's going to be Cager Stowe.
What order is that? What slot is he hitting in? What slot? 4th, 5th, 6th?
Be hitting number 7.
7th. So he's hitting for Avon Madrid. Stowe at the plate, ready for his first pitch. Swing and miss.
Counts 0-1. We're still here in the bottom of the second.
Outside for a ball. Cager Stowe is his name. Right-handed batter, number 11 with the pitch. Outside corner, watches it go by for a strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Runners at first and second. Menchaca from the stretch. Fly ball to center. Luca Perez under it with the catch. And it's going to be a tag up from second. Throw to third. It's just a little bit late, but a nice throw by Luca Perez. But the runner advances to third. And I think Coach Webb is telling his runner, yeah, you probably should have slid on that one, but he didn't. That'd be number 6, Branson Beckham, now at third base. Correct?
Yes.
The run came in. 19-0, new home leads here, bottom of the second. 1 out, runner at first and third at the corners. In the dirt by Menchaca. Good catch by Eric Rodriguez, the catcher for the Antelopes. We had a change in the outfield, put Luca Perez out there. We just made the catch, and a good throw to third, just a little bit late. Outside corner missed. Ball. Number 8 is at the plate. Who is?
It's Brock
Besire. Brock Besire, a sophomore for the Leopards, at the plate now.
He's batting for Jair Johnson.
Johnson, the pitcher, will probably come out as a pitcher as well. It's going to be a called strike to Besire, making it count 1 ball and 1 strike. From stretch, and Chaka outside. All right, runners at first and third. I'm talking about Coach Brady Webb for New Home. 10 years as a head coach, 195 career wins. Actually 196 after the first of the doubleheader today. And Chaka delivers. Ooh, misses the corner. Going to walk the batter. So Besire makes his first at-bat today as a walk.
Bases are now loaded.
They have a change in the post pitcher in just a minute. We'll see what Coach De Leon wants to do, and he's going to bring in, looks like Soto. Mingo Soto is going to come to the mound and do some warm-up pitches. So we'll go ahead and take a little break here. We are in the bottom of the second. New home leads, 19-0 is the Carson Construction score. And we'll be back a moment from Norm Cash Field in Post, Texas.
It's springtime, and that means fleas and ticks are starting to target our little furry pals. Garza County Animal Hospital reminds you that although fleas and ticks are a threat to pets year-round here in West Texas, they become the most active during the warmer months. Get a jump start on your fleas and tick protection and keep your pet healthy and happy from a monthly application to a single pill taken every 3 months. Give us a call today to schedule your appointment. Garza County Animal Hospital, 495-3726. Post-Dispatch is proud to support all of our local high school sports. They're excited to bring you all the weekly scores and highlights of your favorite teams, as well as keeping you informed about everything going on in the community. Subscribe today. You can choose to have your newspaper mailed to your home or business, or subscribe online and get the news when it's convenient for you. They're proud to serve the community and proud to serve Garza County. The Post-Dispatch, community news at the finest.
Hey, we're streaming live on YouTube tonight. We'll post a link on Facebook so you can click over there to watch it. Jim Plummer here with Russ Morris at Norm Cash Field in Post, Texas. It's the first day of district play for both of these teams. It's a doubleheader where New Home won the first one 23-0 and are leading the second 18-0 in the bottom of the second is the Carson Construction score. New pitcher for the Antelopes. We're going to take a good look at Domingo Soto on the mound now. According to the stats, he's pitched a total of 4 innings. Number of pitches, 67. Giving up 1 hit so far and 1 walk, so things aren't too bad. 10 strikeouts, according to the stat sheet. Let's see what Domingo can do against these New Home Leopards. Runners at second and third. Or bases loaded, actually. Coming to the plate now is number, I think that's 11. And we just saw 11. This is 10.
It's number 10.
Tucker Watkins. Tucker is playing right field, and he's been designated hitted for the first game, and now anyway, he swings and misses the second pitch. Nice fastball by Soto, making the count now 0-2. But Tucker Watkins hitting for himself now in the game. Next pitch, a little bit outside in the dirt. 1-2 the count. Next pitch from Soto, ground ball fouled on the third base line, and Coach Webb was not ready to make the catch. He dodged it. If I read their website right, Coach Webb is also a principal.
Okay.
Secondary. So that would be junior high and high school, I believe. I may be wrong. I'm looking at my other information here. Soto brings another pitch for a ball. Makes it count 3-2. Watkins grounds it between third and short, brings home a run, maybe two, and it is, increasing the score to 20-0 now. So base hit for Tucker Watkins, who had been not hitting all day until now, but has been playing the field. Top of the order now, we go to Graham Stanford, the left fielder. He's had a day, hadn't he?
Yes, he has. Got on base all 3 times, came around and scored all 3 times as well.
Right-handed batter with runners at first and second. There is one out. 20-0 the score, new home. Soto throws a strike, foul tip, strike one. 1-1 the count. Coach Webb is going to go talk to Stanford. Or he's giving instructions to somebody else, I do believe. I had to bring in somebody different on the next. Should be Hunter Burrell on deck, and looks like he is. Next pitch from Soto. Fastball down the middle for a strike. Swinging strike at that. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Stanford. Soto with the heater. It's going to be a pop fly to center. Luca Perez with 1 out. Makes a catch. Throw to third on the tag. And Saucedo. The throw's a little bit off to the left of the base, and Saucedo can't make the catch to bring that tag into third. So the runner advances. It's going to be safe at third. But another good throw from Luca Perez from center field. Brought home a run too, right? Or not?
No.
No run. All right, runners advance. So second and third now. Do have 2 outs. Domingo Soto on the mound for the Antelopes. Second pitcher in his second game. Ball 1 to number 2, Hunter Burrell, the catcher. Pink gloves and all. He can hit the ball. He's going to pop this one to center field once again. Luca Perez trying to get under it. Chasing it down over his head. Misjudges it. Then runs past it. Picks it up. Brings home 2 runs by Burrell. He'll get a double on that shot. They score 22-0. New home Leopards up in the bottom of the second.
Already matched their run total from the first inning with 11 runs.
Off the plate now, swinging and fouling it back to his rider, Starkey, the shortstop. Gives Soto the lead on this batter, 0-1 the count. Scored 22-0, Russ. Soto from the stretch with a runner at second. Brings it high for a ball. 1-1 to count. Is that what you got, 22? Next pitch from Soto. It's a grounder past Saucedo at third to the fence. Bringing home the runner from second. Burrell is safe. And standing at a stand-up double for Starkey, the shortstop. Making that score now 23-0. New home at the bottom of the second.
Just need one out.
Domingo Soto from the stretch. Number 7, Watkins. Watkins. Ryder Watkins fouls it off into the post dugout. After Watkins, Beckham is on deck, or should be.
Yes.
Starkey at second. Nobody else on. Bottom of the second, Domingo Soto from the stretch. Nice pitch, drive into center field. That's where all 3 outs are going to come in this inning, with the nice catches out in center field by Luca Perez, who had a couple good throws on the tagouts as well. But here we go. After 2 innings, we go to the top of the third. Post is down 23-0, which is a 15-run rule after 3 innings. So Post has a chance to keep this game going into the bottom of the third in just a moment here on Post Sports Radio. Once again, the Carson Construction score 23-0. New home is up. We'll be right back.
This message is sponsored by Judge Lee and Marcia Norman.
Texas 4-H is a club for kids and teenagers ages 5 to 18, and it's big. It's the largest youth development program in Texas. 4-H is for kids with animals and so much more, like shooting sports, food science, healthy living, fashion, and photography. Contact the Garza County Extension Office to sign up by calling 806-495-4400 or visit 4honline.com.
This is brought to you by Judge Lee and Marcia Norman, supporting what's good for Post and Garza County.
All right, we're streaming live on YouTube tonight. Sometimes on Facebook. We have a little trouble with our streaming software recognizing Facebook. That's why we're just doing a lot of YouTube now, but still available for free for everybody to watch. It's Antelope baseball. First game of our first day of district play. Doubleheader for the Antelopes against New Home. New Home wins the first one, 23-0. That's what the score is now in game 2. As we go to the top of the third, the Antelopes coming to the plate, and they've got to get back in this game. They've got to get, 7 runs? Keep this thing alive?
Yes.
And on the mound for there's probably a lot of changes out on the field, but it does look like Jair Johnson is still on the mound. He is. Behind the plate, number 2 is Hunter Burrell. I'm just checking as we go here. Third base, it's like Branson Beckham possibly. A lot of these guys have blonde hair. It's really hard to tell. I thought it's dyed blonde, so it all looks the same. Nice throw down to second by the catcher Burrell.
This is going to be number 3. This is going to be Eric Rodriguez.
All right, at the plate for the Antelopes, Rodriguez. Eric playing catcher right now, came in this last inning, the second inning. Now the topper gets a base hit. No, he's about 10 feet away from getting a base hit. Nice drive down to third base. So Rodriguez averaging 100 at the plate with 4 appearances, or games played, 3 appearances rather. Next pitch to him, breaking ball, catches the outside corner. As Rodriguez watches it go by, makes it count 1 ball, or 2 strikes rather. No balls, 2 strikes. Johnson with the pitch. Another curveball, swinging strikeout for Rodriguez. It's like Daniel Carroll coming to the plate now. Batting in the 9th slot, and we'll go to the top of the order with Cameron Menchaca. Number 13 is the sophomore Daniel Carroll at the plate now, batting .333. Going to foul this one off on the first pitch, making the count 0-1. 0-1 and 1 out. Once again, Antelopes need 7 runs to keep things alive here, or else this will be 2 3-inning games in a row to start off district play. Breaking ball, swing and miss. Makes count 0-2. Ropes Eagles coming to town on Saturday. We got that game for you too. Starting at 10:45 in the morning. Ooh, that's going to hit Carroll. No? That didn't hit him?
No.
Whoa, just missed him. Okay.
It's one of those optical illusions.
He's going to drive this one into left center. It's up for grabs, and it's going to be a base hit for Carroll. And stops at first base. So a single for Daniel Carroll to put a man on first. A first hit for the Antelopes.
Yes.
In both games.
No, this is the second hit.
Second hit, I'm sorry. First in this game. So it's Daniel's 9th slot hitter. Brings up number 11. The starting pitcher for the Antelopes, Cameron Menchaca, comes to the plate.
Got on base with a walk.
So Carroll at first, a little bit of a lead. Johnson still on the mound for the Leopards. Brings it in. Foul ball for Menchaca, making the count 0-1. 1 out with a runner on at first. Carson Construction scored 23-0, new home. We are at the top of the 3rd, post the visiting team in game 2 of this doubleheader. Johnson checks first. Sets, delivers. Breaking ball, called strike.
Yeah, that broke in right towards the end. That was a really good pitch.
All right, it's going to make count 0-2 to Menchaca with 1 out. Johnson sets and brings it home. Ground ball, slow one to third, scooped, thrown over to first, gets away from the first baseman. That's going to take Daniel Carroll to third on the bad throw to first. And that's going to be Menchaca on first on an error. Give that to the third baseman. Has to be Branson Beckham. So Post with a chance to score the first run today. Bringing to the plate now should be Luca Perez. Started out at catcher, then went to center field. Number 5, the sophomore, batting .600 coming into the game. On base percentage really high at .739. That's almost perfect. See what he can do here. Keep this rally going. Runners at first and third. Outside pitch from Johnson. Ball 1. 1-0 the count with 1 out. Once again, runners at first and third. Post looking for their first run in this game and of the day. Outside pitch from Johnson. Making the count 2-0. Things are cooling down here at David Nichols Park. And if you've been watching these games and counting the number of semis going by on the highway, it's tremendous. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch, making the count 2-1. Johnson concerned about the runner at first. Menchaca thinks he's going to go. There's the delivery. Foul ball, first base side. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out and 2 runners on. Post looking to score their first run today. This is good chance as ever right now with just 1 out. Luca Perez ready to take the pitch. Outside in the dirt. Full count, 3-2. Daniel Carroll at third, Menchaca at first. Luca Perez at the plate, full count. It's going to be another foul ball, first base side. All right, so we still got a full count with one out. And looking for a baseball to play with. Domingo Soto's on deck. He'll be coming to the plate here in just a moment. Hoping to add another run for the Antelopes. Got to pick up 7 to keep this game alive. To go into the bottom of the third. Right now, top of the third, and they're down 23-0. 2 people on, one first and third. And a full count to Perez. Outside. He's going to get a walk and load the bases. So Perez at first, Menchaca at second, Carroll at third. Domingo Soto, who just went to the mound moments ago, will come to the plate for the first time today. He's hitting in the spot where Isaiah Moreno was. Soto looking at the stretch from Johnson with the delivery. Oof. Outside corner. That's a big corner. Strike one. So 0-1 the count with one out. Bases are loaded. That one's outside as well. Same spot. This one's a ball. Well, the first pitch was a breaking ball. This one was a fastball. Let's see what he does on the third. 1-1 the count with one out. Bases loaded. This one's way outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bases loaded for the Antelopes, looking for that first run today with just 1 out. Soto swings and misses it's like a slider, slightly broke. Make it count 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 strikes.
2-2.
Next pitch to Domingo. From the stretch, a throw to second. Not attempted. Trying to keep that runner close. That's Menchaca, right? Carroll at third, Menchaca at second. Luca Perez at first. And Domingo Soto at the plate with a 2-2 count and 1 out. Swing and a miss. Strikes out for the second out of the inning. Jax Perez coming to the plate now.
6 strikeouts for Jair Johnson now.
Jax has been on base 1 time tonight, I know. This game takes the first pitch for a high ball. Top of the third, Post with bases loaded and 2 outs. Looking for that first run of the game. Perez with a next pitch strikes, a 1-1 count. Johnson from the stretch with bases loaded, fakes a throw to first. I think he wants to get out of this inning without having to throw another pitch. From the stretch now, 1-1, swing and a miss, making the count 1-2 with 2 outs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases loaded. Johnson from the stretch and delivers. Breaking ball outside.
It's a good take.
Nice eye by Perez. He's got his older brother on first base, younger brother at the plate. High and a ball. Full count, right?
Yes.
Chance to walk in a run. Walk's as good as a hit here.
We're doing their best to keep hope alive out here.
Johnson with the pitch. It's going to be a pop fly. Center field. And with the catch and the final out of the inning and the final out of the game, that's going to be Avin Madrid out there with the catch. And that's going to in the game, 2 games in a row, 23-0. New Home wins both of them. That's your final Carson Construction score in Game 2. And once again, also in Game 1, we'll go ahead and take a break here, and we'll come back with the post-game show here on Post Sports Radio when we get back here in just a minute. Once again, final score 23-0. Carson Construction score. New Home wins.
The Post-Dispatch is proud to support all of our local high school sports. They're excited to bring you all the weekly scores and highlights of your favorite teams, as well as keeping you informed about everything going on in the community. Subscribe today. You can choose to have your newspaper mailed to your home or business, or subscribe online and get the news when it's convenient for you. They're proud to serve the community and proud to serve Garza County. The Post-Dispatch, community news at the finest.
This message is sponsored by Judge Lee and Marcia Norman.
Texas 4-H is a club for kids and teenagers ages 5 to 18, and it's big. It's the largest youth development program in Texas. 4-H is for kids with animals and so much more, like shooting sports, food science, healthy living, fashion, and photography. Contact the Garza County Extension Office to sign up by calling 806-495-4400 or visit 4honline.com.
This is brought to you by Judge Lee and Marcia Norman, supporting what's good for Post and Garza County.
It's springtime, and that means fleas and ticks are starting to target our little furry pals. Garza County Animal Hospital reminds you that although fleas and ticks are a threat to pets year-round here in West Texas, they become the most active during the warmer months. Get a jump start on your fleas and tick protection and keep your pet healthy and happy from a monthly application to a single pill taken every 3 months. Give us a call today to schedule your appointment. Garza County Animal Hospital, 495-3726.
Welcome back to Post Antelope Baseball, a Post Sports radio presentation, live and free on Facebook and YouTube. This broadcast is made possible by Garza County Animal Hospital, a family atmosphere for family pets. KSSL Radio, playing the greatest country music ever recorded. The Will and Crystal Osborne family, proud supporters of the Bold Gold Nation. The Post Independent School District, we are Bold Gold. Carson Construction, Post owned and operated. Call 806-626-3811. Judge Lee and Marcia Norman, supporting what's good for Post and Garza County. The Post-Dispatch, the newspaper of record for Garza County since 1926. The Dispatch is the corporate sponsor of Post Sports Radio. Post Family Dentistry, small town values, state-of-the-art care. And now, here's Bold Gold Wrap-Up Show on postsportsradio.com.
Hey, we're streaming live from David Nichols Park. We're at Norm Cash Field where the Bold Gold Antelopes dropped 2 today to open up district play, making that a district record 0-2, where the New Home Leopards improved to 2 wins and 0 losses, 9-4 overall with 1 tie. Antelopes overall are 4-7 on the year. So that's a little bit improvement over last year at this time. So a rough day today for the Antelopes, losing both games in this doubleheader, 23-0. That's both games here from Norm Cash Field. Russ Moore standing by. Going to take a look at some of the stats if we've got them.
Yeah, just going through everything that I have written down. New Home scored 11 runs in the first inning, got 5 hits. The Bogle defense committed 1 error. They did leave 1 stranded on base. And then New Home scored 12 runs in the second inning on only 3 hits and left 1 on standing on. Domingo Soto gets credit with the loss, considering when he came in for relief for Cameron Menchaca. Cameron pitched 2 1/3 innings, had through 23 at-bats, did not strike anybody out, gave up 7 walks and allowed 8 hits, and a lot of the runs were earned runs, I guess you could say. Domingo Soto comes in, and based on my count, he has pitched around 14 pitches, maybe a little bit more. Just all in all, just ran into a buzzsaw today with New Home. They showed why I think they're probably going to wind up winning the district. But that's neither here nor there. That's a conversation for another day. As we look at the stats for Post, Jair Johnson was the pitcher for New Home. He finishes the day, gets credit with the win, gets credit with 63 pitches by my total. He struck out 7 batters, as the Bowl Gold would not score any runs, but they did get 2. But they would muster a hit in the third inning. Just that's about the only thing that they could do. Now they did get on base with walks, so there was plenty of chances that the Antelopes did have. Just were unable to capitalize when they needed it. They needed it the most. Daniel Carroll is left with a single coming in the third. Cameron Menchaca almost had a single, but he gets credit on getting on base with an E5, so that helps his on-base percentage. Cameron Menchaca did get on base with a walk. Luca Perez got on base with a walk as well. So did Jax Perez. And other than that, Jim, that's about all the stats that I have.
I just want to point out how deep the shots were for New Home. Many of them, just one hoppers off the fence. And if you've not been to Norm Cash Field, especially center field, it's a huge field. So these Leopards are hitting the heck out of the ball, especially when it comes to distance. And when they get to a smaller field, probably their home run percentage is real high. All right, so let's take a break and we'll come back and finish off this wrap-up show. Once again, the final score from Norm Cash Field at David Nichols Park in Post, Texas. The New Home Leopards 23 to Post Antelope 0.
Post Antelope Baseball is powered by La Isabel Boutique, a girls' boutique with clothes, accessories, and custom hair bows. The boutique is located at Avenue H and East Main. The Post Area Chamber of Commerce, serving posts in all of Garza County. Visit postcitytexas.com. The Post Methodist Church, making disciples of Jesus Christ. Antelope Wash and Dry, a clean, affordable laundromat now open at 303 South Broadway. And Happy State Bank, a division of Centennial Bank, member FDIC. Post Sports Radio thanks these sponsors for making Bold Gold Baseball live and free on Facebook and YouTube.
Post ISD is filled with passionate staff, daring students, and deep-rooted traditions of champions. Our state-of-the-art facilities provide top-tier educational opportunities, including career and technical training, advanced academics, and free college courses, creating future-ready Antelopes. Our 4-day instructional week allows our students to continually pursue excellence in our distinguished fine arts programs, exceptional athletic teams, and a multitude of other extracurricular activities. Post ISD, we are Bold Gold.
Are you looking to do some work around the house and would like to hire a contractor who does every part of the job? Then give Carson Construction a call at 806-626-3811. Greg Carson and his crew have over 40 years of combined experience and can do new construction, remodeling, and concrete work. Plan now for your spring and summer projects and call the guys who pride themselves on their work. 806-626-3811. Carson Construction, building a lasting relationship with each customer. Call 806-626-3811.
All right, we're going to wrap things up here from Norm Cash Field. Jim Plummer here with Russ Morris. And Antelopes lose 2 in a row today. The doubleheader 23-0. Identical scores in both games. So we go on to the next game, which we're going to bring to you on Saturday. It'll be Ropes, the Eagles, coming to town. And we're going to start that broadcast about 10:45. First pitch is at 11. And then the next girls game we play
Monday.
It's going to be Monday,
March 17th, St. Patrick's Day.
Home game as well, but they will start their district play in Morton on Saturday. We'll try to keep up to date with that while we're bringing you the boys game on Saturday here on Post Sports Radio, and it will be on YouTube once again. So for Russ Morris, and I'm Jim Plummer, and we want to say bye. We'll see you on Saturday. Be sure to get to church on Sunday in case you don't hear us on Saturday, and may God bless. Russ?
And please, after today, please keep hope alive, everybody.
Thank you, Russ.
My name is Sochi Anderton. I'm a dentist here at Post Family Dentistry. This clinic is a huge example of providing fancy dental care here in Post, Texas, because the residents of Post in these smaller communities, they deserve that same quality of care. We've expanded from 3 chairs now to 6 chairs at this new location. We are very proud here at Post Family Dentistry of our small town values combined with state-of-the-art care.
The Post-Dispatch is proud to support all of our local high school sports. They're excited to bring you all the weekly scores and highlights of your favorite teams, as well as keeping you informed about everything going on in the community. Subscribe today. You can choose to have your newspaper mailed to your home or business, or subscribe online and get the news when it's convenient for you. They're proud to serve the community and proud to serve Garza County. The Post-Dispatch. Community news at the finest.
Take a break and let Post Family Cleaners take care of the laundry. Family Cleaners is Post hometown laundry and dry cleaners on West Main Street in Post. Whether it's dry cleaning, wash and starching, laundry service, or alterations, Post Family Cleaners has you covered. Let Post Family Cleaners make your life a bit easier. Go by 111 West Main Street or call 806-495-0777 to get details. That's 806-495-0777. Post Family Cleaners, your hometown laundry and dry cleaners on West Main and Post.
All broadcasts in all and any media form provided by PostSportsRadio.com are the sole property of Post Sports Enterprises with the permission of the Post Independent School District. Any retransmission of any of these broadcasts, whether partial or in its entirety, for commercial or personal use without express written consent of the Post Sports Enterprises and Post ISD is strictly prohibited. Any violations of these broadcast rights will be strictly enforced and upheld as allowed by local, state, and federal statutes, ordinances, and laws. We hope you enjoyed this post-high school event exclusively on PostSportsRadio.com.